that Smirnov had over
of the start list: Divendal, Egorova, Dicenta, Moen, Valbe and Stefania Belmondo. Those 6 will be the front runners. A few seconds or so before Egorova takes to the 10-kilometer track, which winds its way in and out of the stadium here in Lillehammer and through the surrounding forests. Quite a tough course, quite a lot of climbing, and the snow is fairly soft, so it will suit the lighter skiers. One other very good result yesterday: Kirvesniemi of Finland came in to 7th place. The 37-year-old from Helsinki, double gold medalist in Sarandal, gets herself into place. She'll wait for the signal before she gets this women's 10-kilometer pursuit race underway. And Divendal off. She's now got 18 seconds to establish a lead over the next skier, Lyubov Egorova, and she will be determined to open up as wide a gap as possible. She knows the threat coming from this lady, who sets off just ahead of Manuela Dicenta, and then there's a flood of skiers. The time difference, just tenths of a second in many cases, and what a start. They're flying out as the clocks give them the signal. Just tenths or half a second separating the official start times during the first 10 races. Trude Divendal finished some 18 seconds ahead of the closest to her yesterday, which was Lyubov. 15 minutes 14.8, her winning time. Behind her, Lyubov Egorova, 15:32.3, and that was the largest winning margin we've seen so far this season. And that 18 seconds gap, no one could get near that, and hence we have this flurry of activity at the start as all the racers push out, intent on pursuing the leader, Trude Divendal of Norway. And Divendal has the track to herself, unlike the rest of the racers who are all bunched up. And the computer system which controls the timing is being put to the strongest test. And a stumble there coming out of the gate from number 54. That was Lena Selnes of Norway. .66 starters today, and only 3.5 minutes between starter number 1 and starter number 66. They got over the triple gold medalist from the 1992 Winter Olympic Games, and she's very keen to put down a good result on the site of the 1994 Winter Olympic Games. 3 gold medals in Les Saisies last winter, a truly magnificent effort from the Russian. So as they pass the 2-kilometer stage, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with more live skiing of Russia in the lead. Just behind her, Manuela Dicenta of Italy. Behind Dicenta, the other Russian, Elena Valbe. And bringing up the rear of the leading group is Stefania Belmondo of Italy. So the race off to a cracking start. And who would have expected that Trude Divendal would be caught in the first kilometer by the World Cup leader Egorova. And the first 4 still very tightly bunched together, no one prepared to give an inch. They will go all out to stay with the leader. And who has the strongest finish? Well, Stefania Belmondo, known for her strong finishing, but Manuela Dicenta is also on very good form at the moment as Lyubov accelerates up the climb, attempting to open something of a gap. Dicenta stays in behind, the silver medalist in the World Championships in the 30-kilometer event. There's no doubting De Centa's stamina. So far on World Cup this season, De Centa's form has been up and down. Yesterday was her best finish, and if she could register a podium place today, that will be the first in World Cup of the season, the World Championship silver medal. Best result of her career. Katalina Neumanova in 5th, beginning to close the gap a bit. The 20-year-old Czech skier. And she's reduced. Lyubov still out in front. But the pressure is very much on her. De Centa, Valbe and Belmondo just have to follow the pace of the leader. They can bide their time and wait for the right moment to break. Russia 1, Italy 2 and 3, Russia 4. Czech Republic in 5th with Katalina Neumanova. Neumanova facing no real challenge from behind. She's safe in 5th place. Does she have the... Behind Neumanova, number 10, Gabriella Paruzzi of Italy. Just behind her, Anita Moen of Norwegian, who's opened up a gap on the early leader through to Dibendal, and Dibendal must be feeling quite anxious at this stage. 18 seconds her lead, and she threw it away in the first kilometre. Got her opening pace all wrong through to Dibendal and was caught within the first K. 2 more Russian athletes coming through. Altsbeta Harankivoka of Slovakia going well. Number 35, she's made up quite a lot of time. But the veteran there, Lyubov Egorova, a World Cup leader, leads. Oh, and a stumble there, and they're getting tangled up. Well, we missed that on screen. The camera didn't quite catch it, but it came up the small climb. Manuela De Centa on the right, and De Centa got caught as Elena Valby stumbled. De Centa got caught, and Belmondo came through into second. Stefania Belmondo taking up the pace, so and that incident earlier doesn't seem to have affected the first 4 too much. Lyubov still leading. De Centa has moved back into second. Stefania Belmondo in 3rd. Helena Valbe going well, still in 5th, second in the World Cup tables. Neumann, Lyubov opening up a small gap between Belmondo and Valby, but De Centa still with her. Manuela De Centa of Italy going to overtake the World Cup leader as they are round the final bend, coming into the downhill section. De Centa into the lead. Lyubov in second. Belmondo and Valby now in 3rd and 4th, and leaving themselves quite a lot to do. The leading pair, the Italian and the Russian, Manuela De Centa, the surprise of yesterday, now in the lead. As Lyubov tucks in and gets into her slipstream. As you can see, the skis closing right up on the tails of De Centa's skis, and they're now locked in battle again. What a race this is! Belmondo and Valby trying to close the gap. It's all about stamina now, and De Centa has plenty of it by the looks of it. She's looking very, very strong. Lyubov Egorova, a World Cup leader, wearing the yellow jersey, leading Manuela De Centa of Italy, and opening up a few meters over the Italian. Has she left it too late? The Italian's still looking strong. Stefania Belmondo in third. No, it's the Russian. The Russian's taken third. Belmondo now in fourth. Valbe and Belmondo once again close the gap on the leader. Lyubov, Egorova leading Manuela Dicenta. Dicenta's making another challenge on the Russian. Coming through to the final straight is between the Russian and the Italian. Lyubov pushing hard. She's facing a severe challenge from the Russian, but she takes it. Lyubov takes it. Manuela Dicenta third. Valbe takes third. Stefania Belmondo just out of it in fourth place. The 1, the 2, and the 3 decided. Podium places. World Cup leader Lyubov Egorova extends her lead. A very strong final 5 kilometers. Katarina Neumanova of the Czech Republic. Well, what a nail-biting finish. Lyubov Egorova managing to stave off the challenge of Manuela Dicenta. But there's another battle going on here between Anita Moen of Norway and Gabriella Paruzzi of Italy. Moen looking slightly stronger at the finish. Can she hold off the challenge from Paruzzi? 50 meters to go. Moen comes through and holds off Paruzzi of Italy. Good race from Nina Gavriluk of Russia. Lasutina coming through. And the first of the Swedes to finish is Marie-Hélène Vestin. No doubt about the victor, though. The yellow jersey stays with her. Another support. 37 years of age, double gold medalist from the Sarajevo Winter Olympics of 1984. She will be back here next year to compete in her 6th Winter Olympic Games. The battle on for World Cup points. Top 30 score World Cup points, remember. $100 points for the winner, down to 1 point for 30th position. And with the World Cup finals fast approaching, the athletes desperate to register on the World Cup table to ensure participation in the finals. And a stumble there at the last for number 26. That's Marit Elvios of Norway. Magdalena Wallin of Sweden finishing strongly. And the band striking up following a truly nail-biting race. Yelena Sinkovic of Belarus coming through. And these athletes all finishing around 4th. Dicenta of Italy. Valbe of Russia, 3rd. Stefania Belmondo just misses out on a podium place in 4th. Neumanova coming through well, the Czech athlete in 5th. And the first of the Norwegians, somewhat surprisingly, Anita Moen finishing 6th. Through to Devendal, the leader after the 5K yesterday, and only managed to finish in 10th and loses over 2 minutes on the leader. Paruzzi coming in 7th, good race for her. Vestin, the first of the Swedish finishers, 13th. Honega, 14th. Kirvesniemi, the veteran, 37 years of age. Good race, 15th place.